Hi guys, welcome back to Shonna's Space. So this is honestly like the first time in like such a long time that I actually start a video and I don't look like a pyro. Like crazy, right? So I am going to actually get my act together and I am going to remake an intro for my videos and an outro for my videos, and I'm actually going to start putting things into the description like my Instagram and my TikTok. I actually started a new TikTok specifically for Shonna's Space. Um, so if you haven't watched that TikTok as yet, like I'ma just like link that below. But it basically was to get ready with me, sorry, to try a new church. So that's basically what it looked somewhat put together. Well, it looked put together. Um, right, because I was going to church today. So honestly, I mean, of course, I didn't put that in TikTok because TikTok is usually for a little faster content, and that video was already a little long. That video was like a minute and 30 seconds. That's 90 seconds. That's really long. Um, right. So I didn't even last 30 minutes at church, guys, and that's so bad. But at the end of the day, I'm not saying that anything is wrong with how they choose to have their church. I'm just saying that I know what I grew up with, what I am used to, and what I want from the church that I attend. So from the time that I entered, mind you, I battled wind and rain to get there. It was just up the hill. So that's where I was actually able to go because it wouldn't be like inconveniencing. Let me say inconveniencing, but it wouldn't be like, like I put myself in a position to be in pain by catching a van or something like that to get to church. So basically so I got up there, and as I was walking in, like literally a man and a woman was at the door and they was just looking at me as it was like about to enter, and it was just like, from then that already had me uncomfortable. I was just like, whatever, Taisha, like, obviously you're new, you're a stranger, you don't custom go to church here, so that's probably why they're looking at you a little sort of way. But honestly, maybe it was the nose piercing, maybe it was the bit of cleavage, who knows. Maybe it was the body addy. I don't know what it was. Either way, it honestly was giving me a little of, I don't want to say judgy vibe, because to be honest, they may not have meant it in a judgmental way. They just weren't welcoming. And I feel that if you're going to be people that are going to be standing in the doorway at church, the very least that you should be is welcoming, because you are the first point of contact that someone has with your church, and no, they probably don't want to come back because you're not welcoming. Okay, so anyway, I did sit down in the church, and I realized that like this group of people were like heading up the aisle in like almost like a procession, and the music started playing and everybody started standing up. I'm just like, what's going on here? Because obviously it's different for me. It was a Methodist church. I'm a Pentecostal, so I don't really know what I thought I was doing. But so everybody started standing up. I did not, because honestly I had the umbrella in my hand. I really didn't have anywhere to put the umbrella. So anyway, so I was just saying though, and the first song that they said, what they sang was, because I guess the procession was like the choir or worship team or whatever they call them at the church, along with the moderator and a gentleman who I'm going to assume was supposed to be speaking for the day, but I didn't last long enough to find out. So the first song that they sang, Lord, I can't remember the song now. I'm amazed. So it's like, I'm amazed how you love me. I'm amazed how you care. Through your precious blood I found pardon. Now my sins are washed. They're all washed away. Anyway, at least I think that's the song. I don't forget what the song is for sure, but I think that was the song. Either way, like, it was a song that is like modern, or at least if it was an old time hymn, I never knew it as an old time hymn. I knew it as a modern song. And it's like, you took that song and you slowed it all the way down, and it was most sad because for me, music is my favorite part of church. Like, I know I didn't sound like much of a singer just now, but I've had a lot going on with my life, and so my voice is not necessarily where it needs to be right now, because through the tears, the medication, the nausea from the medication, all that stuff, The voice is not where it needs to be right now, but don't worry about that. It's like my favorite part is always music, and for you to make the music that is just, I don't know, it can do it. Like it's not for me. Like there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with Methodist Church, Anglican churches, any kind of churches that choose to sing music in that way. But with my love of music and what I prefer, you hear that? My preference. What I prefer, I need a Pentecostal church. I need an upbeat church. I want to go up in there and I want the music to make me feel that I can sway and that I want to dance with Jesus. Like that how I want people church. So I was just like, it's not for me. That combined with the fact that what was one of the telltale signs to me that I was not going to enjoy the church is the fact that I saw no one within my age group there. Like I sat in that church, I saw younger people. So that usually sometimes grandparents is carrying on the grandchildren in church. It was given that vibe because it was like people that were 40 plus, and then there was no one that I would think was over 15. I saw one girl that I ain't sure about she age, to be quite honest. So that's why I push it to 15, because to me she actually looked like she could be late primary school, early secondary school. So it's like there's no one. I saw no one in their 20s or 30s, or at least no one that looked like they was in 20s or 30s. And that was the first thing to me that more than likely this is not going to be a church that I would actually enjoy. Because I actually was watching, who was I watching? I was watching somebody on YouTube, and I know that them is the church too, right? It's not a Bajan person or anything like that. But they were talking about how she actually found all of her friends. Yes, it was only one Jess. So she found all of her friends like through church, because it's like her church, well, not her original church, but church that she went to with her now husband. His father's church, like it had young people, it had people within their age range. So she made individual friends. She also made couple friends. Like she was able to make friends, and that will also help grow you in your walk with God. Because at the end of the day, you can't say you want to be a Christian and you don't got nobody that like spiritually inclined within your circle to help keep you on a particular path. So anyway, that's besides the point. But what really was the final thing for me was the prayer, because I am accustomed to when people praying at church, they're praying from the heart, they're praying from the spirit, they're praying to God, and it's just, you know what I mean? But when I had a little back and forth prayer that you just read, the last time I ever hear anything like that happen probably was at a funeral. I was just like, and then when it seemed like the lady was reading the prayer that she had written down, I just was like, this is not for me. And then I left and went home. I walked back home because it's not for me. But I am going to try to look for churches in the area that might be within walking distance, or at least a very short, like van distance. I don't really want to catch a van to go to church on a Sunday. That's true. I would like to walk to church, like walk to church. I want to be that close to home on Sundays, but I will see what happens. Either way, like I feel like my spirituality is something that's important to me right now as I'm trying to, I don't want to transform my life, but kind of transform my life. I really do want to emphasize my spirituality. I want to get back into learning a bit, even if it's not something specific, like I don't know, like even though it's not like a master's or anything like that, I would like to do like a course or something so I feel mentally stimulated again. I want to definitely get my exercise in, and I would like to improve my diet. Those are the, I think that's 4 or 5 things I just listed that I would like to work on for the remainder of the year and even going into next year. So finding a new church is definitely something that is important to me, and so y'all might see get ready with me or hear rants about this every Sunday until I find one that I think is fitting for me. Alright guys, so it's actually, I don't even want to label the time, but it's like around 11 o'clock and I haven't eaten for the day. So that's not good. Like I have been saying for a while and I haven't been doing anything about it. I strongly believe that part of the reason why I gain weight is because I don't eat properly. So a lot of days I eat twice a day. And I really don't eat big portions. So even to say that my body got reserves. So I feel like that's what we hold on to the fat. So in the effort to actually like improve that, oh I look greasy already, but that's because I honestly didn't set with a powder nor in the setting spray. Right. So in an effort to combat that, I want meal prep today. Today's Sunday. And I mean, like, yeah, I get me home, blah, 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 blah. But I was home the whole weekend. I honestly, last time I went to work was Wednesday. And I have not, I am meal prep. Sorry, and I haven't been eating like 3 times a day. Yesterday I ate fries. I ate fries and a burger that I made in the air fryer. And then when I came home, I did some scrambled egg and bread. Like, tell me, who am I sustaining eating things like that? Like, that's all I ate for the day yesterday. And it's like, I didn't feel hungry. I didn't feel like hungry. And I mean, like, at least I made the effort to eat. Oh shit, so lights off. Hold on. Hold on. Right. At least I made the effort to eat, but I want to make it more convenient for myself in having things pre-made and parceled out, and then I just have to grab and eat. And I'm also going to try to set a timer in my phone so that I eat at kind of like, I don't want to say regular intervals, but at least that I remember, Taisha, you need to eat. So I can set one for like 6:37 ish. Well, 6:30 because we're working from 7. So for 6:30, so I would eat at 6:30 or at least 6:45 ish, sometime before 7 o'clock. I usually go to lunch at 1. So next time I'm going to eat is 1 o'clock. And then I'm going to set one for 6 o'clock so that 6 o'clock I know I have to eat something. So what I'm going to do is I am going to cook food to last the whole week. Well, not the whole week, but at least for 3 days. I'm going to make the little omelette, baked omelette things that I made before. So then will also be like something that I could grab for breakfast and maybe eat with bread or whatever. And dinner will be the only thing that I will actually have to think about on a daily basis. So I know I said I want to improve my diet. So the first thing I'm starting with is trying to be more consistent in eating. And then after my appointment with the dietitian on the 17th of October, then I will see what changes I actually need to make as it relates to the things that I'm actually eating. So unfortunately, I ended up burning it because I forget to cover the top, and then like I had check on it because it did it in the air fryer. I had check on it, and it was still very much liquidy. So like I left it in for like another 5 minutes and it burned. But that's besides the point. You know, I got a little crunch, got a little crust to it, a little crunchy crunch. Well, not really crunch, but it's still gonna be good. So yeah, that's my egg done. I currently have all my rice and I have my chicken in the air fryer. So okay, guys. So I never showed like the end result of the food. That's crazy. But basically, I did some chicken in the air fryer. Um, I did some jasmine rice with bacon bits and plantain. And I also had like some pickled cucumber on the side. It was very nice. But basically, I think I mentioned this in the previous video, I'm not sure. But I want to complete the 75 or 70 day soft challenge. And from what I've seen on TikTok, like the general gist of it is um, to be active, to eat well, to read, so like stimulate your mind, um, and to hydrate. So those are the things that I do want to do. So I think that the challenge is fitting for me. So I was just, like writing down what I think will be the most suited for me right now. So I think what I'm going to go with, and I'm going to start tomorrow, which will be the 2nd of October. I'm going to start with, I'm going to try for a 30-minute walk, but my neck and shoulders and back still hurt. So I may not be able to do the full 30 minutes. But at the very least, once I am active, I'm going to count it as me having done it. That's one. So we can try for a 30-minute walk. Just in the neighborhood or something like that, just a little 30-minute walk. Um, then for eat well, as we discussed before, I'm going to try to eat 3 times a day, which is something that I usually struggle with, have been struggling with for years. So yeah, that's what we're doing for eat well. And we're going to try to basically track my calories as well to basically make sure that I'm actually like eating the minimum calories that an adult is supposed to be having. So to make sure that I am surpassing the 1000 calories, but I'm going to aim for maybe like 1300, 1400 calories on a daily basis. So that's eat well. Well, I usually drink a lot of water already because it's really hot. My water bottle usually holds about 700 milliliters, and I usually drink a couple of those for the day, at least three. So that's what 700, 700. Mm. Yeah, I ain't trying to do the math right now. Sorry. Um, but that's about two and a bit liters, I believe. Three of those would be 2 and a bit liters. I want to try to up that to close to a gallon, so that's about 4 liters or 3 point something liters is a gallon, I believe. Don't fault me for my math again. Research and make sure that I'm actually correct. Um, so that's what I'm going to do for the only water front. Stay hydrated, and I'm also going to minimize my alcohol intake. I already was doing that. Unless I'm going through some emotional damage, or like special occasions, I actually haven't been drinking much nowadays. Um, so you know that part is not going to be hard, but that's basically what I'm going to be trying to do. I think I'm going to bring you guys along on, like parts of the journey. I don't think I'm going to show you everything that I eat every single day because, that might get a little boring because I personally don't like to be in the kitchen. I think the kitchen is hot. I think that I don't like starting up. So I would eat the same thing for the whole week as long as the food lasts. So I I'm not going to show you my meals like every single day. That might maybe be TikTok. Like if I actually have a variety in my things, then maybe I might show you on TikTok. Like show me something drinking water. Anyway, but I will bring you guys along with me occasionally. So tomorrow when I go for the my first attempt at the walk, or at least 30-minute exercise, then I will definitely carry you guys along with me. Because I actually was, playing around with this in my head for a little while as to, because I'm not doing gym. Like, gym is never going to happen for me. Literally, honest, I am going with people who are going to pick me up from my home or pick me up from work and take me to the gym. I'm never going to be a gym girl. I don't have the willpower for it. So, my plan was always, well, not always, but my plan that I've been thinking about recently has been to walk around the neighborhood. Now, originally, I wanted someone to come with me so we could do it in a vehicle in terms of like mapping out the neighborhood for me mentally so that, that I won't feel nervous or anxious or anything like that. Because I don't know the area and then, like, suppose somebody got dogs or whatever, but that ended up not working out, so I can figure out, like, it can't be that bad. It can't be that hard. I mean, like, yeah, a dog might bark at me and jump me, but it shouldn't be bad. So it will also give me a chance to explore my neighborhood and whatnot. Oh my god, I am breaking out. Like, what is happening? Like, the stress won't take me out. Like, literally, my face was, I don't want to say clear because I always got like them really small bumps, but I had this one here, and then like now I'm seeing like more like popping up. Like, granted, I did wear makeup 2 days in a row, but I actually um cleaned it. Sometimes, sometimes when I go out and I wear makeup, I sleep in it, but I didn't sleep in it or nothing. I actually made sure to clean that up and moisturize my face and everything, so I don't really know what's going on here. I'm probably stressed. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, guys, that's basically what's going to be happening. So this is not going to be an outside vlog. This is going to be a get my life together vlog. Um, Actually, what I think I want to add to that is focus on my skincare, because my colleagues is telling me about how I wear socks, because honestly I make skincare products and I don't tend to my own skin. Like, when I was unemployed, best believe, anytime I left the house, I mean, I had on my different lotions and stuff, and I mean, I began compliments like, oh, you smell good. Was like, what? Oh, well, I smell products, and this is this particular one. Like, that's what it was on. But no, sometimes don't even cream my skin, and I have eczema, so I need to make sure that I stay moisturized and I don't do it. So we are actually going to add that to the list. I'm going to actually write that down as soon as I'm done recording here. I'm going to write that down. I'm going to write down take care of my skin. So, and again, to be specific about it, a part of taking care of my skin, gotta make sure that I wash my face with my cleanser, that got salicylic acid, to try to help out with acne or whatnot. You know what? When I finish this video too, I think I'm going to make the specific moisturizer that I was speaking about. I moisturize regardless of if I actually get up and make it or not. But for sure, and cream my skin. Yeah, cream my skin every day. Despite the fact that I hot and you don't really feel like wearing anything for your skin, but we're gonna do that. So, stick with me on this journey, guys. Let's get life together. It's October 2nd. I said I was doing my 70 or 75 day soft situation. And one of the aspects that I did today that I was going to mention on, that I was going to focus on, sorry, would be my skincare. So I am going to do a small makeshift vitamin C serum. As you can see, I'm literally just making it in a butter container. I'm not doing a fancy formulation. I'm not making a formulation that is meant to last. Nothing like that. Like, I am actually going to try to make a very small amount. I think I'm only making 1 ounce because this formulation is, as I said, it's not going to last. Vitamin C serums, you have to work very hard to maintain a formulation that will doesn't convert, that the L-ascorbic acid does not convert and become something that's basically useless to you. And one of the telltale signs is when it turns yellow. Okay, so I'm doing 10% vitamin C. I should use less because I haven't used vitamin C on my face in a really long time. But because I'm trying to make this as simple as possible, um, aka I am being lazy. I'm doing 10% because that's easier for math and for this. Well, not for math, for the scale to process because the scale cannot do like it's not sensitive enough to do like a 0.5. And science said I'm doing 1 ounce. I'm doing it at 10%. What that means is that I am using um 0.1 container that I plan to use. Let me tear that 0.5 by 7. 0.9. Cool. So we already have 0.9. I am just doing a little mix inside of here. I'm literally, because of the high acidity, I don't necessarily need to add a preservative right now. I should actually bring down the, I should actually pH test and bring down the acidity to something that is more skin friendly. Probably like, a pH of 3. But I'm also not going to do that because I don't have any pH strips here right now. I could also blindly add baking soda and hope for the best, but I'm not gonna do that. Thing into this. So you see, it's not even a full bottle because I didn't want it to be a full bottle. I wanted it to be a small amount, so I'm not wasting resources. Because after a week, this is going to literally be useless. So I'm going to start in a very dark area in my room. If you're trying this at home, put foil paper around it, but I ain't doing that either. So, fish must syrup. Right. So, guys, I know that last time you saw me, I definitely had on my bonnet. But since I finished work, I just right, since I finished work, I was like, let my hair look presentable because even though I ain't got nowhere to go, I tired looking like a pharaoh. Don't mind that. That's some edge control and stuff. Anyway, right. So I was like, I'm making myself a little presentable. I'm watching it. I'm gonna apologize about the sound of the fan, but I really and truly can't survive before the fan on. I might, cease to exist. So, fan forever. Sorry about noise. Right. So I don't even remember where I left off because today I'm trying to do TikTok as well as do YouTube. So it's a little hard to remember which parts are recorded for what. But basically, I'm just doing a little quick recap of my day because it's what time is it? I think it's after 5 o'clock right now. Yeah, I don't feel like moving to after sleep time. Right. So I believe it's after 5 o'clock. So this morning I went for a little walk. That was a little challenging because I am not a very active person, along with the slight like soft tissue damage injury situation from the accident or whatever. It was a bit painful. I almost gave up, but I still had to walk back home. So it was like, it was like I think I had to continue to walk, even if I didn't feel like walking anymore. I had to continue walking so I could get home. Then I came home. I took a shower, did the skincare. I ate a breakfast. And then I actually got hungry again. Honestly, I kind of recap things that you probably didn't see in TikTok, because you're supposed to be following me on both platforms. Right. So I came home. I ate the breakfast, which was like bread and these like egg things that I think I recorded earlier in this vlog. And then I actually got hungry again, so I made a little smoothie. I can try to insert the recipe over here, but it is, in case I don't, I will just say it out loud. So I had this chai tea cold brewing in the fridge. So I got this chai tea bags and put it in with some water, and I had it in the fridge for the last couple of days, so cold brewing. And not sweetened, so I was thinking I could also drink that when I don't feel like drinking plain water just as an unsweetened beverage. So again, probably interchange between that and green tea because I drink both of them without sugar. Um, right, so it was that, some peanut butter, half of a banana. I don't really like banana, but the flavors of these things would cover the taste of the banana, and some milk. I think that was it. So that's basically what I had as like a snack. Then for lunch, I had the same rice with the bacon and plantain in it, along with some chicken. And so I have to figure out what I want to eat. So far for the 75 soft, I have done a fair amount of the things for the day. I did skincare, so that's one thing checked off. I did the exercise, 30 minutes exercise. For water, I haven't finished yet. I could have been done, but I kind of lazy, and it's like I just get thirsty, but I just don't want to get and get water, and I can't drink water unless I pull. So I my goal is to drink 5 of these, which will put me around the 1 gallon mark, or a little over a gallon or something like that, because this is 700 milliliters. So my goal is to drink 5 of these, and I'm on number 4. So I believe that the last thing that leaves for me to do for the day is to read 10 pages of a book. So, I've been saying, I think I said it earlier in this vlog as well, that I want to, do a little bit more mental stimulation. So I was actually looking at, what the name of NTI, NSTAR, something like that, National Training Initiative, I believe it is, where they had partnered during the pandemic with some people that offer online courses, and you would get a certificate at the end. So I was actually looking at one yesterday that I think it was marketing or something like that. So I'm thinking about reading 10 pages from it as my 10 pages, or I might just read a book for pleasure, because we'll see what happens there. But either way, yeah, I'm gonna get on that. So that can basically be it for the rest of the day for me, because I'm going to be focusing on finishing these locks. I don't like soft locks, and I don't know why I just keep doing them, but I had way too much hair last time. So, but soft locks for me is just, unless I do black, like full on black, I feel like it never can be what I want, because it's like I could see the difference in color, and it's not that it look bad because it matches, because the ends, I don't know if you can see it in the light or well, but the ends match with the top, but it's like it just gives it a weird gradient to me, because in my brain the root should always be darker. Anyway, so but I do like the different method that I tried. It doesn't have it bulky, and it feels more secure, because I've done this here so 2 times before this in the past like 2 months or so, and the issue I had the first time is that it was sliding, like we're just crocheting on the outside, because I didn't want to crochet into my locks, plus my locks are kind of hard at some points, so it was hard to crochet into the lock. So because I just crochet onto rather than into, like you could see my lock sliding, crocheting onto still. Well, I'm not really crocheting, I just attaching it myself because I don't feel like getting my crochet hook. So I'm doing that, and then I am kind of opening the lock to try to almost like braid my, and they can't really see because my nails and things, but like to braid my hair into it so I don't have to worry about the slippage issue. And then when I wrap, it can seem almost seamless. So I saw this method on TikTok. Don't remember who it is that I see it on TikTok from. So then I would just wrap. I wrap it on camera though, and it would be kind of seamless. So whoever it is that did that method on TikTok, big at you, cause I like this here. I woke up at 5 minutes of 6, and I was like, you know what, Taisha, when you're trying to farm a habit, you gotta be serious with it, and that means pushing yourself past what you think you could do and what you want to do, and just doing it. So I wash my face, put on my clothes, and I come for the walk. But I'm so tired. I mean, like, my face look a lot better now. But when I first was like recording, when I left the house, that would have been for TikTok, you know, keep up with TikToks. But like my eyes kind of look swollen to me, or even if it wasn't swollen, I can see good. I can see straight. Nothing. I was just so tired. But this is a nice way to start the morning. Like I do not know how people just exercise after work. Like for me, that will always be just a necessity thing. For me, my peak hours are literally early in the morning. Like yeah, I wake up 5 minutes to 6 o'clock. But best believe that I ain't got the most energy. I'm willing to put in the most effort into any and everything at this time in the morning versus in the evening. When I don't work, all I want to do is lay down. Sucks to be anybody that won't pay attention. But for YouTube, I'm literally not doing anything interesting. Um, Today, what am I going to be doing again? Working again. Today is my off day? No. My off this Thursday? I don't even know which day is my off day. Like, I literally checked this. I checked the schedule and I can't remember. Alright, right. I think my off day is Thursday because I was telling myself I have Wednesdays off for a real long time. So my off day is Thursday. And I can try to do something interesting then. I might walk to the beach then. Like, for my 30 minutes that it says, I can walk to the beach and then I might spend the day at the beach. That's what we can do Thursday. Right, but today on the schedule is just work. I'm thinking I'm going to give myself a pedicure. But like a makeshift pedicure because I don't even got that Epsom salts at home. I don't even know what the hell I'm making this pedicure with. I think it's citric acid and baking soda. Because many people has met bath bombs with them, and I could just use like certain like herbs and stuff that I have that would be good for certain things to make your foot soak. But my toes are literally looking a mess because I had to take off the acrylic off for my toenails because even though I got these shoes, like, sorry, I was so hot over him, but you're trying to walk and think too, right? So even though I got these shoes, like, literally a size too big to accommodate the toe tip, my toes were not having it. No, my toes were sore, and then to add insult to injury, I literally dropped a plate on one of my toes yesterday. And the way how it was hurting, I know I had to take off my toe tip. And right now, the toe that I dropped the plate on is black. Well, the toenail looked kind of black. And both of my toenails was kind of like lifting from the skin. So I could definitely not get a toe tip anytime soon. I can try to let that heal a bit. And go from there. So I try to y'all can see when I'm doing the pedicure, when I try to do the pedicure, or a foot swap, whatever we can call it. But I try to paint them black to try to cover the fat of my toe in black, and the black gel polish, which you know it is known to be hard to work with. So I don't know why I thought that I was gonna be big and bad. Although granted, I didn't know it was hard to work with when I bought it, but it's hard to work with, and it is real difficult to set, especially to set without wrinkles. So that's difficult. So I end up kind of looking ugly, and part of that all has to do with the fact that my toenails are misshapen from, like, you know, the abuse that I put them through under the toe tip. So yeah, we just got, again, let them breathe for a while and not get my toes do for a while. If anything, I might pick up a gel polish at the end of the month when I get paid again, to just like start doing my just a little gel polish on my toes at home, and like a pink color, if I can find a pink color, and go from there. And I just want to say this is not my nail tech fault, okay? Because I always gassing at this woman. Whenever I get my nails done, I always gassing at this woman because she does a really good job. I think the whole toe tip, big toe problem, that's my big toe. Because my big toes, honestly, they're very sensitive. And something as simple as me wearing enclosed shoes for days straight, if they ain't got enough room or any issues like that, could literally result in my toenail lifting and me possibly losing my toenail. So I have been wearing enclosed shoes to work, even though I knew it was a problem for me before. I mean, it's a mandatory rule for work, but I knew that before a time I wore enclosed shoes like 3 days straight, and I lost, and like my 20 and that lifting, and I can't remember if I lost it or I almost lost it, but one or two. But the work shoes I have were a bit bigger as well, hoping, well, that it won't put as much pressure on my toes. But since they were on the toe tips for basically months, because it was getting the toe tips refilled, I wasn't soaking them off. I wasn't getting the toe tips soaked. I was basically just getting them refilled. I'm real sorry, guys. I know you can't see me properly, but it's like the directions and things that I'm walking and not being very helpful as it relates to like. But right, so I was getting a refill rather than getting it soaked off, and that is why I won't have noticed any damage that having on the enclosed shoes would have caused me. So yeah, and I want to take them off if it wasn't for that plate dropping on my toe. We're gonna make it simple. We actually not gonna do like the bougie scrubs that is now. We're doing oil and pumice. Pumice. But we're using the fine pumice, and so I actually have like this plastic bag because I had this for like a year now, and it actually, the plastic container that they gave it to me in, well, they sold it to me in, is falling apart. So this is the super fine grade that I have, and so it literally just looks like dust. But let me tell you, this thing is so abrasive, and that is why, like, originally I bought it because I wanted to do body scrubs with it. Sorry, face scrubs with it, because I figured since it was finer, it wouldn't necessarily cause the micro tears that I know that if I end up not liking the texture of this, I can end up adding the emulsifying wax. But I like the texture, even though it's not nothing that I like keeping for long or anything like that. I will add too much color. Oops. And listen, this is how popular we being. I literally scared on my finger. I cannot be bothered right now. This is a to-know situation. So if you're making something like this at home, so you gotta spend less time and money at your beautician, you could just get some pumice stone from Cosmetic Worthington. Add it to your favorite oil. Right now I'll be using coconut oil that I had by when I was making soap. But if you're partial to something else, if you want to be more skin loving, you could try jojoba. Do your boo. But that's basically just a scrub. Yay, the most basic scrub that anybody can make. So let's get into this pedicure that I want to give myself. Alright guys, as you can see, my toes look real bad. Anyway, so far I have like some soap and water in there, and I'm thinking I want to add some citric acid and baking soda. And I was thinking also some peppermint oil, so I'm just going to add those. And then I'm raining here too, so I know I talked about yesterday, or that was not on TikTok, I don't even know. I remember that I didn't even see the sale delay today, but I know I talked about how I went to the beach and spending at the beach, but that would have required me cooking last night, or waking up really early this morning and cooking. I get early, but I just didn't cook, so I was just like, I want to spend the day at the beach, and then I go try to play something, or I got hungry and I just got come home early. So I was just like, plus my back hurt me really bad yesterday, so I'm my shoulders and neck. So I was like, sorry for this wind. I was like, I think I'm gonna stay in today and just relax. So I was trying to walk in a different direction today, just switch it up, get some adventure, try new things, discover the area that I have lived in for 10 months. But I was just like, so to describe it without saying where I live, I would say that I live next door to the ghetto. allegedly. I don't know nothing about them parts, but when you describe the next door area, it's synonymous with the word ghetto. So, I feel like even though like it seemed very normal as I was walking across, it's just I don't know, it was so still and wet. Sorry, I'm trying to block the wind and I'm making position very awkward. Hold on. Right. So I I was saying right. I don't know. Like it just felt so weird. It's like the things that people have said drew fear in my heart, and I was like, nope, not walking that way. I was like, and nobody cannot catch me slipping today. And it's like that don't even make sense because where I lived before, in my opinion, that was in the ghetto. Like like I remember many times where I lived before is like you would just be home and you would hear a noise. I remember literally being on the phone and I was like, this was years back. And I hear saying that sounds like a gunshot. And I was like, oh, somebody tell me that I've been paranoid. Next morning in the newspaper, it said somebody get shot. So, like, coming from the actual ghetto and the freaking for the alleged ghetto, like, but it's different because that other place, like, I lived there for the time I was 7 until I was, how old is now? I was 25 now, until I was 24. So, it's like the fear God in my heart. And so I turned right back around and I came my usual path. Alright guys, so in this like clip I'm just here like preparing this pizza. What kind of pizza? But it doesn't have any yeast. I use baking powder instead. So it's not really a authentic pizza, but just a breakfast pizza, which you would have already seen on TikTok by now. Where I just the toppings that I use were bacon and cheese. Actually use three different cheeses. I use cheddar cheese, Montreal, and Gouda. Um, and I made my pizza sauce from some tomato paste that I had here, along with adding like some spices and stuff to it. And that was basically it for the whole pizza situation. Okay, guys, so today is Saturday. The last time I vlogged was Thursday. So I'm actually just gonna end the vlog here. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. We can start the vlog afresh tomorrow because tomorrow I'm actually supposed to be going to Tattoo Fest. I don't know if I'm gonna vlog it or if I'm just gonna make a small TikTok from it because my phone is actually running out of storage. I need to get like a hard drive or something to put like all these video things on because I ended up deleting them off of my phone. So it's like I don't even have like the videos, the pre-edit, because after I edit and post, I be deleting the videos off of my phone so I can have space. Like guys, look at this monstrosity that really developed on my face over the week. Like the rest of my face seemed like it, like the little bumps that I was talking about over here, like gone, gone. And then this was here the whole week. And then this monstrosity just appear and I'm just sick about it. Just sick about it. So yeah. So I wanted to go to Tattoo Fest Saturday and Sunday, but because I actually have work today, I am skipping Tattoo Fest today and just going on Sunday. Luckily it's 2 days. So but that's the end of the video, guys. Catch up with you in the next one.